Hi, Chapter Steve with another video, and well, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna tell the story and see what you guys think. And this is based on a true story. Number two, this was a discussion that the chaplains and I had, and this is a different story. This is going to be different, and we'll see what you guys think. But let me go ahead and from the beginning, it has to do with a patient named Sara, and she was in the hospital. During the hospital stay, she had an ND experience. In the ND experience, she met her guardian angel, and his name is George. And so, through the ND, they went through the whole the ND experience, and then after it was over, normally it just ends, the ND experience, but not in this case. And what I mean is that when she was discharged from the hospital, George followed her home. So they were continuing the relationship, and there were some reasons behind it because she was still going through some stuff, but the guardian angel was there to help her. The dilemma was when she got home and the family, and she was, she told the truth, so the family gave it some credence, but they just fully didn't understand what was going on here. And what would happen is that she would be, she'd be talking to him. They couldn't see who he was talking to. And one time they described that, she was in kind of the center of the room, in the living room, and she's having a full conversation with George, and the family's just looking on like, they can't see anything, but they see her having a full, absolute dialogue. And so, they want to be supportive, and they were just, if you can imagine for a minute, that's really a dilemma to be in as a family, being the family. Anyway, this went on for, from what I understand, about almost a week. And one time she was sitting on the couch, and she was having a really emotional day. And in fact, she was crying on the couch. But her mother was there, and her sister was there, and the sister was sitting right next to her. But what from what I understand also is that she came up with an idea because she wanted to prove, George was real. So how was she going to do that? And she came up with an idea, and how she did it, her sister was sitting next to her, so what she did, she took her sister's hand and kind of took it, to get close to George, or that she can actually touch George. She could see it. She couldn't, the sister could not. But as soon as she touched George, it was like a total peace and calm like she's never felt before. And it really startled her. And it took her really just by surprise, but she just felt this incredible peace. Then she looked to her mother, and the mother was sitting right across from her on another chair, and asked her mother, because now the mother is seeing how the sister's reacting, or her daughter too, seeing how she's reacting, and Sara asked, I just want you to meet George. And you got to understand that they can't see any of it. She can, but they can't see anything. So the mother was reluctant, but the mother guy decided, okay. She went along with it, and she's watching her daughter too, reacting to the whole situation. But she's sitting next to Sara, and Sara again leads her hand to George. And as soon as her mother's hand touches George, even though she can't see it, she felt it also, that peace and calm. And for her, it was really, really pronounced. So now both of them, they knew something was really going on, and they sensed this was really real. The evidence was there because they felt this peace and calm. Now, from what I also understand too, this went on for a couple days, and the family was still kind of adjusting to it, and it was just, it's kind of a, how do you explain it, and how do you explain it to other people? But anyway, what happened is that George had a discussion with Sara that he had to leave. And it was his time for her to go, and he was going to let her, it was her time for her life to be on her own. And I'm going to talk about my opinion on this a little bit after this, but basically, he left. And so the whole family was kind of, dealing with this whole set of circumstances, and I'm going to tell you what my opinion is. God has some ways of doing things, and I think what he was trying to do with the rest of the family, that, that the universe is far bigger. That there is a God, there is a spiritual world, and he did it kind of in a personal way with her daughter Sara and the rest of the family. So he gave them the chance, by George, giving them the chance to experience the spiritual world, the spiritual realm. And I don't know what happened after that, but basically that's the story. And as I said, I really, I found the story pretty interesting. So I'm going to let you see what you guys think. And, guardian angels. They come in many different ways, and they come in many different circumstances, and this is one way. This is a very different way. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here, and I just want to share the story with you. I thought it was really kind of unique in its own way. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off again. As I always do, I hope your day is going well, and I appreciate your time for watching it. And until the next video, thanks again for your time. Appreciate it.